Hi, my name is Ross Spano. I'm with Spano Law. I'm an estate planning attorney and I help my clients get a peace of mind about the future of their families. I want to talk to you today about how a trust actually allows you to avoid probate. I talk about that a lot, that nightmare process, probate, expensive, time consuming, and I suggest that my clients create a trust to allow their families to avoid probate process. Well, how does that actually work? How does that fundamentally allow you to avoid probate? Well, when you own assets in your individual name and you pass, typically, unless you have handled it some other way, but typically, especially as regards real property, business interests, and so forth, the only way to transfer those things to your family is through probate, and you actually have to have a court oversee the process to transfer ownership or title to your beneficiaries. When you create a trust, it's actually an entity, a legal entity that actually serves to own your things. So you transfer technical ownership from yourself to this legal entity. You act as the trustee. You're in absolute total control of the assets. You don't lose any power, but your assets are in this trust. And when you pass, nothing changes from an ownership standpoint that would require probate. Everything was in the trust before you died. Everything's still in the trust after you died. But the trust says, when I die, this is how I want the assets in this trust to be handled. I want them to be distributed in ABC, this manner, to these persons. I want this person to be in control. So that's how you avoid probate. But something's very important. The only way that you can take advantage of this is if what you own is actually inside the trust. If so many people over the years have created a wonderful trust, but they've never funded it. Their property has not been deeded to the trust. Their assets have not been transferred to the trust. Their various accounts are not coordinated so that that trust is funded at their death. And so that's important too. So if you were ever wondering how a trust actually avoids probate, that's how it does it. You change title and ownership to your trust, and but it's important that you know that the only way to do it properly is to make sure that your assets get into the trust. If you have more questions, or if we can help you or your family avoid that process of probate that is a real nightmare, we'd love to help.